Now that we've tested our grilled vegetables, we know exactly which times that we'd like to cook them for the next time that we do this. Let's go ahead and build a shopping cart together. So first thing that I'd like to do is I'm going to go back to the original program that we originally used. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our vegetables and side dishes. And here we're going to go ahead and we're going to select grilled vegetables. When you're programming, it's always a good idea to pop open the door. That way the unit's not going to be running, it won't be buzzing at you, the fan's not going to be blowing. It's just going to give you the time to go ahead and make your programs. So the first program that we prepared, we'll go with zucchini. The zucchini was 5.5 minutes. So coloration 4 was the color that we selected. From this point, what we're going to do is we're just going to dial that down to 5.5 minutes. And then I'm going to hit my save button. Select the save button, and then I can name it zucchini. Okay, so once you have zucchini in there, then you can save that. So now you can see that we have zucchini up here on the top. Now I'm going to go back, because what I want to do is I want to just copy that program, so I don't have to remember, was it coloration 3, was it color 5, or what have you. I can simply copy zucchini to make sure that all of the programs are running with the same coloration level. So I'm going to go back with my return key, back with the return key again. Now I'm going to go to my menu. From the menu, you can see here that I actually have the Self-Cooking Center filtering and listing the programs as programs, and then I have them set for last change. That way the last program I entered is always at the top of my list. So from this point here, from zucchini, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come and I'm going to select the copy button. Now from the copy button, or the copy screen, I can go ahead and I can delete zucchini, and we'll take our next vegetable, which was the peppers. And we'll save that. Now, the peppers were the same time as the zucchini, so we don't have to make any additions or any edits to that program. So from the peppers, I can simply go and copy those again. I'm going to delete peppers, take our next item, which was the onions, and we'll save onions by simply selecting the check mark. Now the onions are 6.5 minutes. The program that we just copied was 5.5 minutes, so I want to edit that. So now we're going to go to the edit button, and here you can see we have onions. That's the name. If you needed to change the name or correct spelling, you could edit that by selecting the actual name. But what I want to edit is the actual program, which you'll see here in the top left corner. So I'll select that, and now I'm going to go to my timer, and I'm going to add 1 minute. So now I have that set for 6.5 minutes. You can always double check that you have onions, check that you have the right time, and then I'm going to hit my save key, and this is a double save. When it takes you back to the edit screen, I just want to save that again, and now onions will be set for 6.5 minutes. Next we have our asparagus. The asparagus is 3 minutes. What I'll do for the asparagus now to program that is simply copy the onions, delete onions, write asparagus, and save asparagus. And now the asparagus I want to edit down to 3 minutes. So again, I'm going to go back to my edit key, and the top left corner, select my timer, and dial that down to 3 minutes. Now that I have the asparagus saved for 3 minutes, I can just touch the save button, which is the notepad. Again, when I'm editing, it's a double save. And now I have asparagus in there for 3 minutes. Now we have our scallions. Remember the scallions, we actually added some time while we were testing it. So that was a total of 4.5 minutes. So what I'll do for the scallions is just go ahead and copy the asparagus, delete asparagus and rewrite it. Scallions, save the name. And what I want to do for scallions now is I want to edit those to 4.5 minutes. And save. Save again since we're editing. And now you have all of your individual slips or your individual programs for your grilled vegetables already into your memory. So what I have to do now is construct a shopping cart so that I can group them all together to make it very simple, or make it very handy to go and fire the grilled vegetables again if I'm using them for prep. So what I'll do now is I'm going to go back to the home screen by selecting the return key. Down in the bottom left corner, you have your intelligent level control screen. So I'm going to go ahead and select intelligent level control. And you can see when I select the ILC button, it brings up the very last level control that was ran. This happened to be just grilled vegetables. I want to build a shopping cart here. So I'm going to touch the trash can and I'm going to throw away the grilled vegetables. Now I have a blank template. So what I'll do now is select my new button or add new, and it takes me back to my list of programs. Well, I want asparagus. So asparagus is now there. I also want to go and add new, dial till I find my next item, which in this case was the onions. Select onions, add new. Now to our peppers, I can add new, our scallions, add new, down to our zucchini. So you can see now I have the 5 items grouped into a shopping cart. Now it's time to save and name that shopping cart. Once you have your template set the way you want, now I'll just go ahead and touch the save screen, and I can touch the actual shopping cart icon, and we're going to write vegetable prep and save. So now you can see I have vegetable prep ready to go up here. The next time I want to use this, let's say that it's the next day, I simply have to go to my menu, dial till I find the item that I'm looking for, and we have them again listed as vegetable prep, listed as last change, so you have your vegetable prep ready to go. Select vegetable prep. Now in order to start this, I simply select whichever vegetable I want to cook, place it on the level that I want to cook it on, and now the Self Cooking Center, if it needed to, would go back to preheat or simply tell you to load.